Let's go.
Yo, YouTube! Welcome back to another Den Den Boys video. It's Garth.
Vaughan.
Together we are the Den Den Boys. And today on this video we're going to do something a little bit different, something we haven't done before. I have recently come back from my Japan trip and game hunting. And I bought a heap of stuff. He hasn't seen it.
No clue what he got.
So I thought it'd be fun to, in the flesh, show him my collection of what I bought. And he can give me a rating, give me some thoughts on how I did. Cool with that?
Yeah, let's do this.
So I have organised them into different genres. So I got like Saturn pile, a PS1 pile, SNES pile, etc., etc. I figured we start with Saturn because that's your one of your faves.
Yep.
And first time I've collected for the Saturn. So here we go. First game.
Okay, what do we have? Wow, no way. Nazo Nakamura. So yeah, I've heard of this, but I don't own it. So yeah, from Capcom and part of the Ghouls and Ghosts franchise, and yeah, like in the puzzle realm where you kind of
Point and clicky, kind of setting up,
guiding the little dude sort of down to a
almost
goal.
a bit Lemmingsy kind of, almost something like that, I guess.
But from Capcom and yeah.
Saw it for a lot more than I picked it up for, so I got it for $80. Saw it for a lot more in other stores, but I thought it could be a hit, could be a miss, but I thought give it a go for that price.
Very cool. Yeah. I didn't think I'd be getting the opportunity to play this anytime soon.
Yeah.
So that's very.
So we'll have to give it a go.
exciting.
We'll see if it's any good. Next game, big hitter on the Saturn.
Sick. So Rockman 8 or Mega Man as it's known over here. Okay, yeah, don't own this either. Sick. It's actually got this 10th anniversary little icon on the top there. If you can see that. Yeah, but 2D goodness from Capcom on the Saturn in that 32-bit sort of powerhouse. Doesn't get much better.
And from what I understand, like Rockman 8 is kind of regarded as the better one on the Saturn, or one of the highlights I still take on the top there.
Yeah.
I think it's regarded as one of the better
Very cool.
Mega Man, and it's a series we haven't played, so we should put some time into some Mega Man.
It's all about the hardcore, but yeah, definitely need to taste that.
All right, some big ones for the. Oh, I'll go for some classics first. Here's some classics.
Yeah, Daytona USA, the original. Awesome. So yes, look, everyone.
$5.
Unless you've been living under a rock, everyone knows Daytona and that sweet music. And yeah, the Saturn was the first home port. So yeah, you've got to have Daytona if you're playing Saturn stuff. And while it's not quite arcade perfect, $5, it's a must-have.
It's a must-have in the collection, isn't it?
Yeah, they did sort of. There is a Daytona sort of championship edition sort of version where they tried to tweak it, but a lot of people prefer the original because the tweaked one doesn't quite feel like Daytona anymore. They shifted. So yeah, super awesome Daytona. Gotta have that.
All right, another cheapie, but a must in the collection.
Oh, no way. So Decathlete or Athlete Kings as it's known in Australia. Yeah, this is
probably one of the first games we ever played together, let alone Saturn.
Yeah, so very early Den Den Boys experiences and vibes and a lot of fun memories. It's like international track and field, but on steroids for Sega's 32-bit machine. And it's a STV conversion, so it basically ran off a Saturn cartridge on the arcade. So it was easy to port and yeah, good price and awesome.
Yeah, less than a 10, I can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
All right, some heavy hitters for the Saturn. Here we go.
So Guardian Heroes from Treasure, which I think came out in like 95 in Japan. Yeah, this is one of probably a top 3 sort of Saturn games of all time. 2D, scrolling, beat 'em up, like Streets of Rage, but you get the 3 sort of platforms that hop between, which gives you special moves and abilities that you can do with the D-pad that otherwise you'd just be walking. So yeah, no, very stoked that you've got this, and a very expensive PAL game. And yeah, it's multiplayer, 2-player for the main game, but I think up to 6 or 8 can even battle it out in the sort of Street Fighter style mode.
And didn't break the bank, surprisingly. I thought that was going to be a bank breaker. I think it was about $60 or $70 mark. So, didn't
Pretty well
but I had to have it obviously.
Yeah, Guardian Heroes.
Yep.
They're
Another heavy hitter, one we've played recently.
Oh, nice on the treasure theme. So Silhouette Mirage was Treasure's, I think, second title for the Saturn. Their third and final title for the Radiant Silvergun.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2D platforming greatness with a twist. It's got Ikaruga vibes with the sort of the shielding and the different, the bipolar sort of colour,
the blue and the red.
And yeah, really underrated. A lot of it. Never got a PAL release. Did get an American PS1 release, but yeah, just playing on the Saturn that was developed for. So yeah, that's awesome. Sick pickup.
And last but not least, is a big one. Now I did buy a game as well, so I ended up buying the game first for like $2, and then I ended up getting this bad boy in a Surugaya.
Virtual Cop. Yeah.
Virtual Cop.
Doesn't get much more iconic than Virtual Cop on the Sega Saturn. Of course, it was on the arcade. They did a brilliant port, from AM2 on the home console.
And they put in the wrong file. There you go. There's your hand there.
And the gun is dope. It's like massive. It's black.
It looks legit.
Blacky silver. And in Australia we've got the bright blue gun, but in Japan they kept it real and sort of black looking. So very cool. And sick box. Check out the size and the weight of the cardboard. It's just crisp as.
I know, how mix is it?
Yeah.
So
that gun design is like second to none. I reckon it's one of the best light guns ever made. Like pound for pound.
Yeah, I'm keen to get out of the box and see the way, feel the weight of it. How do you rate my Saturn pile, man?
Oh, exceptional. Yeah, look, you've got two of Treasure's heavy hitters. You've got, Capcom 2D goodness, this obscure, ghouls and ghosts kind of puzzler. Plus, Daytona, Virtual Cop, and the sports game. That's like, 9 out of 10. I reckon, for that quantity, you can't go wrong.
All right, now then. Right, so we're going to move on to the PC Engine.
Yep.
Okay. I bought a lot of PC Engine games. We both love the PC Engine. First game, Operation Wolf.
Sick Operation Wolf from Taito. So yeah, I don't own this. It's on the Hue card. And of course, arcade vibes, arcade port. It is on the Master System.
It is on the Master System,
but no doubt the PC Engine trumps it. It did get a recent sort of remake, which I suspect is nothing compared to the original. But that's very cool. Look at that cover art.
Cover art's rad too, isn't it?
Yeah. The rose next to it, that is sick. So yeah, looking forward to putting that through its paces.
Sticking with the shooting theme, but in a different way. We've got a shmup here called Image Fight.
Image Fight from
IREM.
And if you know anything about the Den Boys, IREM is in our top 3 developers of all time. Capcom, Konami. But IREM are pumping out the sick games. So yeah, I don't own this. This is a shmup. Obviously would have been in the arcade. Awesome cover art. Look at that. And yeah, I don't know how many games IREM released on the PC Engine, maybe 10 or less. But yeah, this will be awesome. Yeah.
Another one that I've been looking for a while. We have played it, but I didn't have it in my collection. Don Dokkodon.
Nice, Don Dokkodon. Look at that cover art. It's like the plasticine sort of little mold seems to make.
Little garden gnome dude.
Yeah. So yeah, this is I do have a copy of this, and we did play it years ago. But yeah, 2-player bubble bobble style sort of single screen platformer. A lot of fun for 2 players. I think it's on the NES or the Famicom, but compared to the PC Engine, just chalk and cheese. The PC Engine almost arcade perfect. Yeah, sick.
All right, here we go. Next one. I think this is called. I think you know it as the Legendary Axe.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the Japanese name is.
Yeah, so it's kind of like PC Engine's Rastan kind of, Conan the Barbarian platformer.
Tough too from memory.
Tough, very highly regarded. Did see a sequel, but yeah, the original's probably where it's at. And the Legendary Axe. It's like must have for the PC Engine. So awesome cover art.
One game you do know very well. We're moving on to some CD games.
Of course, the Human Sports Festival. The average person might be like, what? Why would you buy that? But there's a golf game on here which is like top tier
16-bit.
physics, the mechanics, the challenge, the tournament, the multiplayer, the putting. Like it's rare for a retro golf game to nail all those elements.
Yeah, there's normally something missing.
Yeah,
They add it straight up.
this one, as soon as you get into this, you just know you're in for like. Yeah, so very cool. We did have a big session this last time.
Yeah, when we tested the Analog Duo.
Yeah.
So I got like less than $10 for cheap to chips.
Gotta have that. Yeah, Human Sports Festival. Just get it for golf.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, another CD game. I don't know much about this one, but it looked like a lot of fun, and I didn't break the bank on it. Splash Lake.
Okay.
It's like a bit of a puzzler.
Does it support sort of battery backup or memory? I think that's what it is. Battery
Early CD game.
Yeah, that crazy sort of CGI cover art sort of vibes. So yeah, this would be a bit of a mystery sort of experience on the puzzling front.
I always like to buy something a little bit out of the box. Something
that's it.
Could be a hidden gem or it could be a flop buck.
Yeah, $20. $20. Beautiful, like condition. Yeah, the green label CD looks great.
Alright, and a heavy hitter. This one I've been looking for on all my trips. This is an absolute holy grail for the PC Engine.
Holy smoke.
Holy shit! That's what he wanted to say.
Get Keisha Boy.
Keisha Boy, yeah. I found this in the Lucky Cat in Nagoya. Behind the glass, I just lost my marbles. I was like, I didn't even care. I don't care what you're charging, I'll buy it. But then when I saw the price, I was like, actually, that's very, very good. I paid $200.
Yeah, so this
2,000 yen, but it was 2001 yen.
Right.
Yeah. $200 basically.
That's a good
Which is a good price even in
price.
Japan. Like normally, you're talking 250, 300.
Yeah, this is one of the best games on the PC Engine.
Oh,
it's one of the most unique games. It's like a sort of platforming photography slash
on rails photography.
And the humor, the comedy, it's all politically incorrect. It borrows from all these licenses.
Pop culture references. We've done a review of the PS1. What's it called? The Simple series, which I found last trip actually. Which was probably even harder to find. I would thought that would be harder to find, but turns out I found this one last. So yeah, probably soon to be a Hall of Fame game. I think
it's a holy grail item, and it's just so unique, so fun. A great game to spectate. Yeah, IRAM. And really fun to spectate, in player 2. If you're not playing, you're picking up all these little details.
PlayStation had a 2-player mode, which was cool, but still always think there's some. Right, some quick PlayStation 1. How do you rate that pile? PC Engine pile?
Incredible. Keisha Boy elevates it to like 10 out of 10 status.
Even if I've got nothing else but that.
That's
some quick little ones on the PS1. Ones you're very familiar with. I got Dust in Paradise.
Dust in Paradise. Nice game. We've done a video on this. More bubble
vibe. 3D though.
Yes.
PS1. Amazing game. Hadn't seen it, and normally it's quite expensive, but I got that for $60, $70, so it wasn't too bad. A game that I've been wanting to buy for a long time, but knew that I wouldn't be able to play it in Japanese, but obviously also the PAL copies are quite expensive. Legend of Mana.
Second Densetsu.
In Japan, it's like a $10 game. They're just everywhere. To buy a PAL is very, very expensive. And now, with the Polymega having arrived, hopefully I can download some English patches for it and be able to play some Legend of Mana. Regarded as one of the most beautiful games on the PS1. Yeah. Big hitter for the PS1. Check this out, dude. I can't believe I found that for $50 in a Suragaya in Nagoya.
Tomba.
Akama.
Yeah, definitely one of the sort of most expensive games.
Very expensive
on the PS1, PAL, or US NTSC. From Whoopi Camp, who were headed up by the Ghouls and Ghosts director, who had left Capcom at that stage. And there was a sequel, but that's awesome. We've got cover art, and definitely a series we need to delve
What did you go back to? We tried it, but we didn't fall in love with it.
It wasn't what we expected.
Yeah, we thought it was going to be a pure platformer, but it's got a bit of RPG element to it, so we kind of need to probably go back to it.
Revisit that one, but super stuff.
How do you rate that? Only 3 games, but...
Yeah.
Oh, I should actually get... There's one more PS2 thing. Check this out, dude. The Sakura... The Sakura PS2. Again, from the same place, in a Lucky Cat store in Nagoya. The same place as I got Dikesha Boy, so they really took my wallet there. It's kind of purple. It doesn't really feel like Sakura. I think pink, but it's apparently known as the Sakura PS2.
That's awesome.
Beautiful colour.
Metallic
Mint.
finish. Obviously, we never got this colour in Australia.
Yeah.
So yeah, in that Gen 1 sort of.
Yeah, saw that in the shop and I was like, take that. It's $70.
Just PS1 games.
Yep,
as well,
yep.
so.
We'll go through some quick little some SNES games. I've got Sparkster
Oh, sick.
on the
yeah.
SNES.
So, Rocket Knight Adventures series.
Yeah, what did I get that for? $49.
Yeah,
That's a good price. I got Kirby's Dream Course purely just for the box. I don't think I have a box copy of it.
That's awesome. Yeah. Golfing, sort of putt-putt golf sort of vibes. A lot of fun. Big Den Boys OG game.
I got Mickey's Mystical Adventure, the first one. Again, I think I might even have this cart, but I don't have the.
Yeah.
I don't have the box. But either way, it wasn't a bank breaker, so I picked that up. $20.
Awesome. Yeah.
And then this one, check out the cover art. Like, we love this game, major title for the SNES, but check out the cover art, dude. Irem. You were saying before when you had a sneaky peek, there's the dragonfly is actually on the cover. That's pretty cool.
Always cool because they dropped the dragonfly eventually, but yeah, major title, one of our favourite SNES 16-bit games.
Yep.
Tournament mode.
We'll race through some. We'll race through some miscellaneous ones. I got Jet Set Radio Future for the Xbox again for the cover art. It's just
Nice. That's got to be one of the prettiest covers. With
That's so
the
good.
The foil finish.
Yeah, it's really
awesome.
I got Bare Knuckle 2 for the Mega Drive.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Good price, I thought. $50.
Yeah, look at that again. Look at that the cover art.
Yeah, way better than ours.
It's totally different to the PAL stuff. But yeah, probably one of the best beat 'em ups in the history of mankind.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely. I got Shredder's Revenge for the Switch. The Japanese copy came with CD soundtrack and a diorama
That's
that I can put up on my Turtles wall. So I mean, I've already got the game, but I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, nice.
Some cool little bonuses in there. And last one before we get to your presents, I got this game for the PS2, which we're gonna have to put a bit of time to. Philly the Fish.
Wow.
Mandarake.
Day, and we're a big sort of fishing game sort of players, but all usually with the line, the hook. But this time you're the fish. PS2.
I did get a PAL release, so it does exist in PAL regions, but obviously more expensive.
Yeah.
It goes for quite a high price actually.
Nice.
And the art style, almost like cel-shaded cartoon style. You play as the fish. Yeah, we might need some language translation, but the actual gameplay should be playable. So that looks like a lot of fun.
Very cool.
All right, and so let's move on to your presents. Here we go. So we got Mameda no Bakaru
Oh, nice.
for the Switch.
Yeah, so this is the
Have you got that one down?
the mystical ninja sort of spiritual successor from the former director of that series on Konami. He now heads up the Goodfield, who make a lot of games for Nintendo, including the Princess Peach game.
This game was so hard to find. Like, I literally walked into the first book off, saw it on the shelf, because she said, and I remember I said, this is the one. I sent you a picture and you were like, buy it now.
Yeah.
And I thought you were being a bit, I was like, oh yeah, of course I'm going to buy it. But you were like, buy it immediately. And I was like, okay.
I couldn't believe you saw it, because we just texted and like within 30 seconds.
Yeah, I was like, oh, here it is.
I'm like,
so I came with the impression that, it must be everywhere. I did not see that game for the rest of the trip. I even went back to the same book off because it was the first one I went to, and they didn't have any more copies. So yeah, it was pretty lucky. It was just right place, right time, I
It's
guess.
sort of crazy because we emphasise like getting retro games over there, but then when you try to get a new release contemporary game, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
where do you get those?
Same thing again. I another present you wanted was Dodon Patchy for the PS4.
Yes.
This was a port of the fourth in the series, and because you got it new, I actually found there was only one copy new.
Yep.
And then because I was going to buy one as well. But because you bought it new, I bought a second-hand copy later down the road. You got a some sort of strat guide or like an M2 guidebook
Oh, that's
or
awesome.
a Dodon Patchy book. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what's in it, but that's a pretty cool little present.
It's M2 handle these shot triggers. They've done
Yeah.
sort of several. So far.
I was a little bit cut because he was like, "Oh, I got a present," and I was like, "Oh,"
and
and then he bought it, and I was like, "Oh, damn!" I was like, "Vaughan went, no, give it to him."
You did well, bro. Thank you so much. That's sick. Yeah. Can't wait.
And last but not least, you didn't actually have me hunt this, but I got it for his little prezi from Super Potato.
Oh wow.
Check that out.
Sega Saturn, perfect catalogue.
The Almanac.
I don't own this. I've heard of it, but yeah, the Almanac has got
Saturn
every game ever released, with days, dates, years. You know, and you can sort of see, look, over 1,057 games. They would be released between late '94 and I think even around 2000, 2001.
Yeah, there was some very late ones in Japan.
Obscure Saturn love. So this is awesome. I will go through this from cover to cover.
Yeah, they had a whole collection. They had like PlayStation ones, Dreamcast ones. I wasn't sure whether to get you the Saturn or the Dreamcast, but I went with
Saturn. No, you made the right choice.
Yeah, I went with Saturn.
Yeah. This will reignite. I'll be able to track down and get days and dates for obscure releases.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome. Thank you.
There you go. So, how do you rate as a whole pile?
As a whole pile, it's got to be one of the best quality hauls I've ever seen. I mean, from the Saturn to the PS1 to the PC engines. There's rare titles, there's quality titles, there's very little filler. It's all sort of
all killer.
All killer, no filler, as they say. And the virtual cop gun in the
It always amazes me though that when you look at your bank account and how much you've spent, and then you put it on the table and you're like, it's not a cheap thing to go retro hunting, even in Japan. I mean, it's better, but it's not cheap still.
But again, if you were buying that on eBay, you'd pay twice as much,
3 times as much,
and the thrill on the stove just wouldn't be there.
It's all about the game hunting.
Yeah. So no, you've come back with the goods, I can't wait to play some of the
stuff. A big sesh to play.
Stuff I don't own there, so no, I'm super stoked.
There you go, guys. That was my Japan game hunting haul. Vaughan's
live reaction
to it. So I hope you dug it. A bit of fun. We haven't done that before. So if you like what we're doing, please do all that great YouTube stuff. Like, share, subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you back again for another Den Den Boys video very soon.
Peace.